Welcome to week 4 of your coaching program. Now tell me, real fit mom, have you ever used this sentence? I am an emotional eater, right? If you have, then you aren't alone in this. Okay, because I have come across, and I myself have been part of this group as well, that eats when I am overwhelmed, extremely stressed, very tired, and sometimes just overjoyed. Okay, in fact, I remember I was being interviewed by this podcast, and she asked me, so now everything in my family, in my culture to do with food is a celebration, right? Um, Even when I was a kid, if I did really well, my mom would start cooking good stuff at home, whatever the cuisine was. All right. And that just became part of my life. And so now every time I think of food, I feel joy. So that is why I eat more because I feel happier. And there's nothing wrong in that because food does release those, let's say, happy hormones, right? We see food, we feel extremely happy. And that is why some people say, oh, I live to eat. I don't eat to live, right? We've heard all these cliched, phrases and everything else. And it's perfectly fine. It is perfectly normal to feel the need to eat after having an extremely long day. When you're extremely sad, you just want to sit with a tub of ice cream and get into it. It is perfectly fine. But how do we break out of this habit is what is important. A couple of things. One aspect of life that a lot of us, or one aspect of just existing that all of us tend to skip from time to time, is being present in the now, is asking yourself, or rather, is making yourself aware of the situation, right? If you are aware that yes, I am stressed, that yes, I am overwhelmed, you can have a better control of the situation rather than being all over the place, right? Like a rudderless chicken. So when you do feel the need to junk, when you do feel the need to just walk into the kitchen and forget it, open the fridge, get that tub of ice cream out, just take a deep breath. Ask yourself that are you hungry or is it you wanting to just junk out? One way to sort of calm yourself down immediately, and this can work in any stressful situation, is the small breathing exercise. All right. You take in 2 breaths from your nose, one out of your mouth. This is how it works. Practice it with me. We take in one long breath from our nose in 3, 2, 1. One short breath and out. Let's do that again. One long, one short, and out everything. All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Again. So every time you feel overwhelmed, whenever you are stressed, do this about 3 to 5 times. Allow yourself to calm down and then ask yourself the question again. Chances are you will have control over your emotions. Now, let's say your body still is still craving that sugar, is still craving that junk. What can you do? It's perfectly fine. Take a tiny bowl, all right? Put the amount that you want in it. If it's a chip, I swear this works, all right? Take a small bowl, put a couple of chips in it, and just chow it down and walk away from there. It works. If it's something sweet, you can have a smaller portion of whatever sweet that you're junking because it's just the taste, it's just the flavor that sends a signal, and that's it. It works. And just like that, you have almost completed a month of your coaching. That is fantastic. All right. When was the last time you stuck to a training program and have actually gone through every single thing? Cool. So, the plan for this week is if you need to, obviously go back to the previous weeks, have a look at the weekly coachings that I've given out there. If you know it already, make sure that you're doing your affirmations, habits, stress control, hormonal imbalance, remember, and this week, which is emotional eating. If we have all of this covered, in a nutshell, for this month, we are absolutely winning, and you are well on your track to live the happiest, healthiest version of yourself. All right, I'll catch you later. Bye.